You're going shopping for your bridal outfit, but do you know what kind of lehenga you should buy as per your body type? Hi, welcome back to our series on fashion and styling. I keep telling dressing tips and tricks as per each body type, according to height and even according to skin tone in all my videos. But this video is specifically for brides to be. The bridal clients that come to me have already liked and selected something or the other, mostly from our social media or from our website. But sometimes an outfit that looked so good on a celebrity or a professional model doesn't look as good on the client. It has a reason to it. The model's body shape is different than theirs, and it stresses them out that they never thought about it that ways. So today I'm gonna talk about selecting a bridal lehenga. I'm gonna tell in detail about what kind of lehenga will look the best on different body shapes. So do stick with me till the end. But before that, if you're still not following me or haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then please do so now. We upload lots and lots of videos about fashion here. And if you would like to watch this video in Hindi, then that too is available on my channel under the playlist called Indian Weddings. First of all, it is important for you to know your body shape. There's a video about that too on my channel. I will leave a link at the end of this video. You must watch that. Let's start with an hourglass body shape. Your body measurements are in a perfect proportion. So in that case, whatever you wear would look good. You should get a lehenga that accentuates your figure. You have a tiny waist, so you can flaunt it as much as you want. So wear your lehenga at your low waist. You can go for a heavy flounced lehenga, either in a free-flowing fabric or a stiff one. Even an A-line or a fish-cut lehenga would also look equally good on you. So you can try whatever you like and take any kind of embroidery. But I would still advise to go for delicate and smaller designs that are really trending these days. Bold embroideries are not in vogue at all. You can go in for a short choli, maybe till your mid-waist or just till below your bust. You can go for a slightly deeper neckline too. And if we talk about sleeve length, then it totally depends on the size of your arms. I would suggest taking at least elbow length sleeves in case you have fat arms. Else you can have whatever you like. Drape the dupatta in a way so that it doesn't cover your waistline. Drape it either on one side or from behind. Then we'll talk about what kind of lehenga can girls with an apple-shaped body wear. Those of you who are a plus size can also follow these tips. Your lehenga should have a lot of narrow kullis and not broad ones. These will give you a snug fit around your waist and hip. And the dense number of kullis running from your waist till the hemline will give you length too, along with a heavy flounce. You have to take a heavy flounce lehenga only, as this will make your waist look smaller. Go for a stiffer fabric so that it remains fluffy and stiff around the hemline. And if you don't like a fluffed out one, then you can even try a biased cut lehenga. This too gives a very slim look. Wear your lehenga at least at your mid-waist, means above your navel, preferably high waist instead of low waist. Now that your upper torso is already heavy, so we are not gonna highlight that at all. So avoid any deep necklines that would attract the attention here. And sleeve length could be half sleeves or till your elbow, or maybe even full sleeves. You can let your choli end just 1 to 2 inches above your lehenga. You can let a bit of your skin to show, but not as much so that your tummy fat starts popping out. Dupatta draping should be done in a way so as to cover your front or at least half of it. Even a jacket style lehenga is a great option for you. It will create division and hence break the vision. And with this style, you can drape your dupatta on one side as well. You can either go for all over jal embroidery or maybe small booties, but not big and bold motifs. If bold motifs are unavoidable, then keep them towards the lower hemline only. and nothing around your waist and belly. You can even have broad borders at the hemline and some delicate embroidery on the blouse. Prefer going for darker colors as they would work better than pastels or any light colors for you. Then we'll talk about rectangular shaped body. There is not much of a difference in waist and the remaining two measurements, and it has more of a boxy look to it. So in that case, we need to create curves with your outfit only. You can go in for a structured blouse that will accentuate your body parts and go for a neckline that highlights your upper body, like a sweetheart or a V neckline. You can have your choli as long as till your mid-waist or maybe even just till below your bust line. But your lehenga has to be a high-waisted one only, so that it cinches and highlights your waistline. Make sure that your lehenga has a very heavy flounce. Creating volume at the top and bottom will ultimately create curves in the body. Instead of going for a dupatta in a softer fabric, have something that is slightly stiffer so as to add some more structure to your body overall. You can have your lehenga as well as choli heavily embroidered. Next, we'll talk about pear-shaped body, in which you have a narrow and petite upper body, a tiny waist, and heavy hips and thighs. Lehenga looks the best on such bodies. It just needs to be a high-waisted one. You're not going to wear any lehenga that is low-waisted or highlights your hips like a fish cut lehenga. And avoid any embroideries around your hips. Rather have it more towards the hemline. You can go for full-on heavy design choli that pulls the entire focus towards the top. You can try some off-shoulder or maybe cold shoulder styles if you want. Maybe some capes or even deep necklines. And you can go in for as heavy embroidery on your choli as you want. Your dupatta draping should be in such a way that it doesn't cover up your blouse in any way. Lastly, we'll talk about what will work the best for girls with an inverted triangle shaped body. These girls usually have broad shoulders and the size would go down as you move lower towards the hips. So you would need to create volume towards the bottom, and that can be done with a heavy flounced lehenga. You can go in for any stiff fabrics with gathers at the waist, or a lot of cullies would be equally good. You're not going to add any such design to your blouse or its neckline that attracts attention towards your broadness. You can even go in for some jacket style on top of your blouse if you like. This will divide your broadness. I hope this video will be of great help to you all, and if you want to shop from us, then you either visit our studio or check out our website. We ship worldwide. You may find all our contact details on our page. Thank you so much for watching.